Hi, this is Tamaya Nakifit. Thank you for joining us for another video. And
Hello.
hi, if this is the first video of us that you've watched, please click on the link below and you will get to see a short video explaining who we are and what we do. But today, in the group healing that we're going to do today, we're going to focus on fear of commitment. It's huge.
Yes.
And if this is if this is the first video of us that you've watched in the group healings, we say X and R a lot. We see what comes up. We use muscle testing and intuition, and then when we do the clearings, we say we extract and release what comes up, and then we use the acronym X and R to do that. So we hope this is you get a lot out of this video. And feel free to let us know in the comments what changes you've noticed in your life and how it affected you, or what you'd like us to focus on in the next video. But let's start.
Yes. Commitment. I must say that for me, even the word feels very heavy. Feels like a lifelong sentence. I must commit to something. And I'm not a person who has a problem with long-term relationships or with long-term things that I take projects. I love long-term. I really do. But the word commitment, it seems like there's no choice there. So everything that brings up and everything that we define commitment, which isn't, we want to extract and release all of that.
Yes.
X and R, X and R, X and R, and so it is. And what's possible that when something feels very heavy, pressuring, we could just find a different way to use a different word for ourselves. We don't have to see it as if for me the word commitment feels very large and heavy. We don't have to look at it as that. We can make there more ease. Okay, we could see the choice there. Hey, I do want a long-term partner. I do want someone that knows me and that we know each other, and I can always leave. I can always leave. People get divorced, and if it's there's all kinds of different commitments, but there's always choice. There is always. So everything that doesn't see the choice in things, even when we take on a commitment, everything that feels a commitment must be forever, and we have to be stuck there, and that's why we want to run away from there. Do we want to extract and release all of that?
Yes.
X and R, X and R, X and R, and so it is.
I am self-confessed commitment phobe. I run away from commitments. I really struggle with the concept of committing to anything. Never had a full-time job. Never had a desire to get married. And I realized recently that to me, commitment, the word commitment and the action of committing, to me, I translated that as switching off my intuition, switching off being in alignment with what's right for me in that moment, because the commitment took priority over everything else, over my feelings at the time, over my desires, over my dreams, because there's that commitment. So obviously, when you view it that way, it's very easy to understand why I refuse to commit to anything. And I want us to look at, can we commit, that word, the big word commitment, can we commit to something while staying true to ourselves, while staying in our center? While, commitment does not mean that we kill a part of our brain or we switch off a part of our brain that doesn't allow us to assess the situation and reevaluate it. Am I happy here? Am I learning something here? Is this for my highest good to stay in this place, whether it is work, whether it is relationship, whether it is, buying a house and getting a mortgage, all those things that are scary things. And we can always, decide that this commitment is not for me, but entering it, a lot of fear comes up for a lot of people. And I just wonder, if any of you watching this right now can relate to what I just shared, that it was just to you as well, potentially, was switching off a part of you in order to stay true to the commitment. So if any of you can relate to that, I'm going to do this clearing for myself, but you might benefit from it too. uh, all those places that we thought, that we assumed, that we believed that we have to switch off in order to make that commitment, are we willing to extract and release?
Yes.
XNR, 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 and so it is. And all those parts that don't haven't allowed us to believe that it is possible to stay true to ourselves, to stay true to our path. And yeah, compromise comes with relationship. Compromise comes with a full-time job. Compromise comes with, having a house and getting a mortgage. But, we can always assess what we get out of it. How's this contributing to my life? And will I be happier doing something else? And then choosing again. And, ties into what you were saying. Commitment does not mean that we stop choosing. We always have the choice to stay in this, or the choice to sell the house. Maybe it's gone up by now, cover the mortgage and go traveling, whatever
Mm-hmm.
it is, so we always have the choice, and to remind ourselves of that and just know that it is. And once we take that heaviness away from the word commitment, we can play with it. It actually gives us more choice, as opposed to blocking anything that smells of commitment, that we don't want to come near it. I'm just talking about myself here, but yeah.
Yeah, that's the best place to talk from. I love that. So everything that brings up, would we all like to extract and release all of it? XNR, 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 and so it is. And for me, while you were talking, I loved everything you said. I thought about it, that when whoever's watching this video, I mean, if you chose to, you even got to this exact minute, there's a place, a part of you that wants this thing that you're afraid of. And I think that, like, the reason you're afraid is because again, it feels like a jail. It feels like it's for lifetime. But if we could always shift our focus, okay? If it's a relationship and someone wants you to commit and to get married, or if it's a job and you need to sign for a few years, or whatever it may be, any single thing, buying a house. I mean, if we look at it that it's for life, commitment means for life, it makes us all go back. But if we just see that, hey, I want this house, hey, I want to be with her, like at this moment, we come back again. We always need to come back to this moment. At this moment, I love being with this person. At this moment, it seems like, yes, if it will continue looking like this, I will probably want it. So I could be there. I could get married. It's okay. It's okay. And I could always get divorced, and I could always sell the house. I could always change my mind. I can. The only thing you really can't change your mind is about being parents. But even that is not exactly true, because some people, I mean, there's whole cultures in the world where the people that take care of the children aren't exactly the parents. And they obviously, I wish each parent would be committed to their child, but it's okay. It's okay to make choices out of the best we can at this moment, knowing that everything we do is always the best we can. And there's nothing to really be scared of, because when something comes up, we deal with it then. There will always be things coming up, and we could always reevaluate our choices and see what we choose in the future. But right now, at this present moment, what feels best for us. And if we look at it as commitment, it can be very scary. But if we look at it as, what would I like right now? Do I want this person right now? Can I see life with this person right now? Is this a house I would like to live for in the nearby future? Is it a good investment for me? Look at the right now, come back to the present, and see what choice. And when we get to the future, we'll choose in the future what's right for us then. So everything that brings up, do you want to extract and release all of that?
Yes.
XNR, 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 and so it is.
Sorry for butting in. I was just going to say that with parenting, there's so many ways to parent. We can get stuck on, this is how parenting should look like, and that's too much of a commitment for me. But what else could you create with parenting? There's so many ways, so many different ways to raise children. But I wanted to say, when I was listening to you, thinking, you said the words, a lot of people view commitment as jail, but also not committing to anything is also a jail. Because, yeah, on a daily basis, you have the freedom to choose whatever you want to choose and do whatever you want to do. But being non-committal you're actually not getting ahead, not necessarily financially, but you're not following. Yeah, you can travel, but to actually achieve something worthwhile, something that takes commitment, that takes the time, that takes the effort, and is a longer term plan than a week or a month. It takes commitment, but deciding not to commit to anything because the word commitment is scary, then you're missing out on all these other things, and that does put you in this mental jail because the commitment is preventing you from having the choice.
I
um
love that.
yeah, everything that isn't allowing you to see that not committing is also a jail, and that you do have the option, you do have the choice, and you can change that right here, right now. Are you willing to extract and release?
Yes.
X and R, X and R, X and R, and so it is.
Yeah, because
What
when we
that brings
run from
into life.
yeah, when we run from something, it's actually something that controls us because we don't really have choice there. We're so afraid that we keep resisting running away, and that's always the focus. No, 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 not this. And then that's what manages what we're doing instead of being in real choice, what I really want. I love that, XNR. And what I'd like to say is from actually a different perspective. Like if you're watching this video because someone wants you to commit to something which feels too heavy for you, it's okay not to. Maybe this is the time to have a dialogue why it's important for them, what they view as commitment. If someone, for example, really wants to get married and you're not ready to get married, you don't think, I mean, some people don't see the benefits of getting married, but the other partner wants to get married, you can actually use this to have a talk why marriage is so important for them. Marriage is one strategy to have needs met. Maybe they think that if they get married, they'll feel more secure. But you know what? Marriage doesn't make you really feel more secure in a relationship because whoever wants to cheat will cheat. People get divorced. This is not what gives security. And if the person is missing security, maybe there are other ways to help them feel more secure. Or for example, if they want to get married because this is what society expects from them, their parents, their culture, maybe this is time to start thinking how much of ourselves we're giving instead of living through what feels good for us. We're living to please others. A lot of videos we talk about pleasing others. This is just another part of it. And just because they want to please others doesn't mean we should please. You understand? And we could start using this to actually question, because it doesn't mean that we have to run towards it, because just like we don't want the running away from it to manage us, we don't want the other person that expects us to commit to something to manage us. We want to really question ourselves and the other side and understand here and have a real dialogue about, is this the only way? And to just play with it. So everything that brings up, do you want to extract and release all of that? XNR, 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 and so it is.
Wow. I've really enjoyed making this video. We haven't made videos for a little while because life gets busy, and it's so nice to get back to it.
But we are committed.
Yeah, that's right. It's a flexible commitment where we really focus on this, and we love doing these videos. Yet,
yeah, we're everything you do from fun actually is I feel that it's part of fun and choice is the opposite of commitment, because whenever you do something for fun and choice, like if you're in a relationship and you have so much fun there and you choose to be with this person, you actually are sort of committed, but not really, because you're not doing it because someone forces you. You're doing it because you want to, so it's easy to be there. It's easy. Like a person who wants to live in a house to come back to a place where all their stuff is organized, they don't need to commit to it. They just feel that this is what they want. And what's possible that we always find the thing that makes us feel happy, and then the commitment comes easily. X and R, X and R, X and R, and so it is.
Thank you for
Yes, I like this video too. I like all our videos. So if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any comments, any requests, we love reading them in the comments below. And bye for now. Till next time.